Bellwork 10A continued. Now with number 3. When you look at number 3, what is the easiest variable to solve for? Well, it would take only one step to solve for this. Why? I could divide everything by 3. But if you look at this, if I would divide this x term by 3, I'm going to end up with a fraction 1/3. And we want to try to avoid fractions if we can. So just take a moment. Let's look to see if there's another variable that's easy to solve for. Well, another variable that would be easy to solve for is the top x. Has a positive 1 coefficient, so it's going to take one step to isolate the x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this positive 12 and I'm going to take it to the left side of the equation. So I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. So I will have 3y minus 12 on the left side and equals x on the right side. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to substitute it in for the x. So that would look like 2 times the quantity, 3y minus 12, plus 3y equals 3. All right, so it's time to solve this multi-step equation. Starting with the distributive property, I'm going to distribute 2. So 2 times 3y would give me 6y. 2 times negative 12 is negative 24. Bring down the positive 3y. Keep the equal signs lined up. Bring down the 3. Combine like terms. So I have a 6y here and a positive 3y. When you add those together, you get 9y. Bring down the negative 24. Keep the equal signs lined up. Bring down the 3. Now, I have a 2-step equation. I have a variable term on the left, which means I need to get my constant term to the right. Since it is a negative 24, I'm going to add 24 to both sides of the equation. I will cancel out the 24s. Bring down the 9y equals 27. 3 plus 24 is 27. All right. Last thing, isolate the y by dividing both sides by 9. And we would get y equals 3. So again, I got a variable equals number, so this is a 1 solution. So I need that ordered pair what x and y both equal. So I'm going to go back to this equation here, this one that I solved for, and that is what I'm going to use to find the value of x. Now I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to put x on the left side. So it's going to be x equals 3y minus 12. So I'm going to use x equals 3y minus 12. I'm going to take this 3. I'm going to plug it in for the y. So I still have x equals 3. Wherever I see a variable, put parentheses, put the minus 12. Plug in that positive 3. And you would put that in your calculator all at once. 3 times 3 minus 12. 9 minus 12 is negative 3. So my final answer to number 3 is x equals negative 3, y equals 3. X equals negative 3, y equals 3. Pause your video, get all of number 3 written down. All right, number 4. Which variable is easiest to solve for in number 4? Well, they all have coefficients that is more than our other, sorry, let me start over there. They all have a coefficient that is a number other than positive 1. So this is the only variable that is by itself, the only variable term that's by itself. So that means all I would have to do is divide everything by 2. But before I do that, I want to make sure I don't have fractions. So is 4 divisible by 2? Yes, it is. Is negative 8 divisible by 2? Yes, it is. So the easiest thing to do for this problem is to divide this top equation, divide both sides by 2. So that would cancel out the 2's, and we would have y equals 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that'd be 2x. Negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. So we're going to take this and we're going to substitute it in for this y. So that will look like 6x minus 3 times the quantity 2x minus 4 equals 12. So we took this right here and replaced the y. All right, so this is a multi-step equation. You need to be careful because that is a negative 3. So I'm going to start with the distributive property. X, just bring that down. Negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12. Bring the equal sign down, bring down the 12. And now I have these like terms. Well, they are 6x and negative 6x, so in other words, my variable terms here are going to cancel out. If the variable terms cancel out, I bring down what's left. On the left side of the equation, I have a positive 12. On the right side of the equation, I have a positive 12. In other words, both sides equal one another. If you get 12 equals 12, then this is an infinitely many solutions problem. And that's all you need for number 4. All right, so that is it for the Bellwork. Make sure you have everything written down. And once you're finished, you may submit it. If you have any questions, please let me know.